we are now going to look at options of ways to put the letter E into your music. There's an uppercase E and a lowercase e. Is something that looks quite different from the uppercase E. Let's look at some options. In the music, we have the note E, as in F-A-C-E. The top space is the letter E. Because it is also down 8 notes from there, there's another E you could do. And I'll just go down 8 notes. That's going to be from this space to a line, space, line, space, line, space, line. And now I am at the bottom line, and that is also an E. And if I were to put a note on the bottom line, that letter is E when we're working in the treble clef. I'm going to draw a treble clef. And if you would like to be a little artistic and show an E that is backwards, you could use this bottom section of the treble clef. You should know that this is backwards, or like a mirror of what the E really is. This is how the E actually goes, and that is backwards. To get creative and try and find some more things that look like E, I have another backwards one for you, and it is on the 30-second rest. 30-second rest, wow, what a thing. Okay, so in music, if we were to do a whole rest, it looks like a hole underneath the third line. If we were to do a half rest, it looks like a hat above the middle line. If we were to do a quarter rest, it looks nothing like any of those, and it looks like kind of like a lightning bolt, like Harry Potter's head, or a long 2 and a C underneath of it. To do the 8th rest, we make what looks like a backwards, actually it kind of looks like a 7, just like that. To make it a 16th rest, we would have 2 of these here. It looks like a backwards F. Well, if you had 3 of these, and often this goes a little bit lower, then that would be a 30-second rest, which goes by really fast. And these 3 lines coming across kind of make the shape of an E. Because there aren't a lot of exciting options for E, let me also show you where you find an E in the bass clef. The bass clef, again, we do a dot here on the 4th line. We curve around kind of like an ear or half of a heart. And we put 2 dots, one above the 4th line and one below the 4th line. And that tells me where F is, which is that 4th line. And we have now moved E to the 3rd space. This is a little less known of an E, and you have to make sure that you include the bass clef before it, just like you would always include a treble clef before it. I would recommend you just do the top space because most people know that better. But if you want to be like really testing if they know music, you could draw a bass clef and put that 3rd space is now E in bass clef. And these are your options for the letter E in music.